Okay, everyone, just a little heads up. This is for parents and 18+ year olds only. So this content is quite sensitive. It is around Year 9 students being taught bestiality at a South Australian school. So back in April, it was reported that a member from Headspace in Barrie attended a school. Now this person not only attended the school, but this person went on to educate the class for about an hour without a teacher present. There's already a duty of care that's missing from this. A teacher should always remain in the room. Always. The amount of trust that was given to this person to take on classes involving Year 9 students went on to talk about their personal experience growing up, being confused, and then explaining the alphabet of the LGBT plus to Year 9 students. In this conversation, this person has gone on to explain that queers, quote, have sex with animals. Obviously, a lot of children got up and walked out of the class using the toilet as an excuse. I'm starting to think that not only has our society gone very far left, but we're being shoved shit down our throat about how we are supposed to accept all these narratives. Well, in my culture, in Indian culture, Muslims, Catholics, Anglicans, all these other cultures around the world do not accept the LGBT, but it's rammed down our throat to accept it. It's one thing to accept a person, but to be forced that we have to accept this behavior is utter bullshit. And you're impeaching on my religious rights as well as my cultural rights. So people talk about the Human Rights Act. Well, I think it's about time these types of things are taken to court and tested, because your religious rights and your cultural rights should always remain number one, not other people's beliefs on who they think they are and what they are. Now, take into consideration it was just one person from Headspace talking about bestiality and stating that the queer community believes in bestiality. I'm pretty sure we can't taint the whole community with that rhetoric and that statement. It certainly is a statement that will push the rest of society away in supporting this agenda. And let's call it what it is. It's an agenda. Some of us support it, some of us don't. For me personally, I don't care whether it's here or there, but don't shove it down my throat. And certainly don't teach it to my kids. This is what happens when you sit in silence and you don't do anything. And we give the governments more power, just like our taxes. The more we give, the more they spend. The more we sit back in silence and allow governments to push through laws and agendas to shove down our throats, the more we will see of this sort of nonsense in our community and in our schools. Homeschooling is on the rise, and you can see why after this. Take a read, comment in the section below, and tell me your thoughts.